We'll call the meeting to order. And thank you all for being with us on this convention week. So we'll ask past District Governor Larry Burton and past Chair to lead us in the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Past District Governor Larry. Invitation, past District Governor John Swed.
O God, who art the creator of the universe, we thank you for the beauty of this day and all the gifts of thy creation. As the flowers of spring bloom, America is awakening to a new season of hope and a return to what we all yearn for, the life we knew. We thank medical science for giving us the vaccines to help make that possible. We all look forward to a brighter future. We ask your blessings upon the Mobile District 22 Wilmer Partnership in our quest to improve the lives of millions worldwide who suffer the effects of COVID. Help us to have open hearts, open minds, so that we can debate issues and make wise decisions. Be with our member Lions clubs as they work hard in difficult circumstances to provide us with the needed resources. We ask your blessings upon America. Bring comfort to all people. Embrace the souls of those who have fallen victim to COVID-19 and bring your healing peace to those who have lost loved ones. Help us to achieve unity and reduce anxiety. Protect the members of our armed forces who protect us and defend liberty worldwide. We ask all these things in thy name, and we say, Amen, Shalom.
Amen. Shalom.
That's just Governor John. Okay. I trust everyone has the agenda in front of them.
Wayne, may I ask everybody to mute themselves if they're not speaking, because there's a lot of background noise.
Yes, thank you. You have the agenda in front of you. Any additions to the agenda? Now entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda as presented.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
No, great. Okay. Lions Sue, Secretary's report.
I'm trying. I don't have any secretary's report other than the fact that the minutes from the last meeting have gone out twice now, and I didn't receive any corrections.
Great.
And I'm going to remind you all, I'm not the secretary.
That's right. Thank you, Sue.
And don't want to be.
I know. We got that covered. Okay, we'll get that. Got it covered. Okay, so you all have the minutes. So are there any corrections or additions? Okay, to a motion to entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
So move.
So moved by John Swed. Second. I'm sure somebody seconded. I'm not seeing or hearing.
Larry Burton, second.
Okay, great. Thank you, Larry. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Great. Thank you. Treasurer Paul.
Well, good morning.
Thank you.
You should find with the notes that were sent out, my official report. I'm not going to read through all the detailed numbers. The good news is the tax filing issue has been resolved on the leadership of some very knowledgeable members. We are listed as a 12B. The corrections have been made. If you need a copy of the 990, contact Lion Susan or myself. I can send you a copy. You'll notice the investments have recovered from the crashes we had last year. Lion's Vision funds are up to where they should be, and we are quarterly transferring those contributions into the Raymond James account for the Vision Foundation. I'll leave it with that. Everything else is in order.
Thank you, Paul. Any questions for Treasurer Paul on the report? Any comments? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Moved by Lion Paul,
Seconded.
seconded by District Governor Wayne. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
No. Okay, it'll be filed for audit. Approved file pending audit. Okay, Wilmer report. Dr. Judy. Good morning.
Muted.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning, Lions. I have a couple of updates for you, and then I'll turn it over to Dr. Daniel Lee if I miss anything. First, some of the clinic updates. We had a little farewell event for Dr. Chun, who will be leaving us at the end of this month. We have developed a search committee to replace Dr. Chun and continue our efforts in having a physician come up for additional interviewing for clinical faculty position. Because we have been shut down effectively to visitors at Wilmer, we've been precluded from having anyone visit directly. So they've just lifted those restrictions. So we have an individual coming to visit with us next Friday for a further interview. I wanted to share with you all that Dr. Wynn, our current fellow, just recently received an award from the Optelec group, the company. It was an award with an additional startup kit and $1,000 for her excellence in low vision across the country. So she was the single awardee, and I'll share with you in just a minute, if I can, my screen and just show you a couple of pictures. We surprised her with the award. And additionally, because of COVID and because of the rally being virtual, we never had the opportunity to present her with a plaque for the fellowship. And so, oh goodness gracious, I apologize. I still have trouble with my Zoom and my connection to my desktop. So I cannot share those pictures with you. I'll do it at a subsequent meeting, but it was a picture of our group and Dr. Wynn and the plaque and the Lions plaque and the award. So hopefully, let me check one other thing. Nope, still not working. It's been giving me a fit. So apologize, but you'll see those. Some research updates. Our group, my lab with Dr. Guo and Fahad Nafal recently were awarded as of yesterday officially a $45,000 grant to continue our work looking at qualitative findings in older adults with vision loss. So we'll be able to continue our work. That's the third award that we've received from the RAD Foundation. I also wanted to share with you and hope to share our screen recent publication from a prior fellow. Dr. Gobil, our last year's fellow, recently was published as of, I guess, a week ago, an article with Dr. Gobil, Dr. Massoff, myself, and Dr. Bradley, looking at calibrations of instruments. I'll also share with you that Dr. Bradley is preparing an R21 submission to NIH. And my last update is that a new fellow, of course, Dominic Brown, will be joining us July 21st to start his fellowship for the next academic year. So I'll pass it off to Dr. Daniel Lee if he has any additional updates that I probably missed.
Well, you covered it very well. And I must say that the clinic, of course, has been exemplary in the way they've managed themselves through COVID. The volume of patients were down for a while, but they've picked up, and that's true for Wilmer clinical volume in general. We got a report this week at a faculty meeting that was extremely positive, that we've weathered the storm very well, and so that's reason for optimism for the future. In terms of grants, that R21 that Dr. Goldstein mentioned is a short 2-year grant. So the NIH has different types of grants, but an R21 is a high risk, high reward type of grant. So Dr. Chris Bradley has a really brilliant idea and a model that he's been working on of how the signals get from the retina to the brain. And he's refining that model. He has some really good ideas about how to do that. And hopefully that will start a new line of research for him that will carry him into the future. And it has direct clinical applications too. So it's a really, really interesting approach. Very theoretical and mathematical modeling of what happens so we can see. And in terms of what happens so we can see, I can report to you that unfortunately, we still do not have a candidate for the cortical chip implant in Chicago, but we're working very hard, and we certainly haven't been sitting still. Both my postdoc, Arti Karta, has published a paper just recently, was accepted for publication and is out. And my graduate student, Roxana Sadeghi, also had a paper that came out in Vision Research just in the past few weeks. We're certainly working hard and getting back to normal in the lab as well. We're having more and more research subjects who are coming in. For a while, people were pretty hesitant, although we were allowed, and we were having face masks and face shields and everything, and cleaning the labs very carefully. So it was safe, but still some subjects were a little hesitant. And now that's beginning to lift and get better as people are getting vaccinated and more willing to come out. So with that, I'll hand it back to our chair.
Thank you. So thank you so much, Dr. Dingley and Dr. Rusty. Any questions for our Wilmer reps? Okay, thank you so much. I just also want to thank Dr. Judy for agreeing to present on our LVRF seminar for Friday. I will tell you that I've had a chance to preview her session, and it's terrific. So Dr. Judy, thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Chairman Wayne.
Okay, we'll move right into the chair report. First of all, I want to say happy convention week to everyone. We're looking forward to our first ever virtual convention. And I just want to say, as we come together for this annual meeting of LVRF, I just want to thank everyone on this Zoom meeting, because I can tell you, your commitment and perseverance during this most difficult year has been outstanding. We all faced a year of uncertainty due to the pandemic, and you guys were determined and dedicated to the mission and goals of LVRF. Later in this morning's meeting, we'll be presenting our second installment of the year of $50,000 to fund our Lions Low Vision Fellow. And that is a result of a lot of hard work by each of you. We did have our traditional fundraisers, but we found a way to do it in untraditional ways. And the results were outstanding. Thank you for your out-of-the-box thinking. Thank you for your hard work. You got out there and you encouraged the clubs and individuals to donate to LVRF again and again. Maybe not again in the traditional ways that you've done it in the past, but as you've heard, we're going to be able to meet our commitments, and your hard work's paid off. I want to take time to recognize some trustees that have served their 3-year term with us, and we may be saying goodbye to today. Lion John Feldman, past District Governor Ben Cassell, past District Governor Rich Barb, past District Governor Mary Lee Phillips, and past District Governor Susan Timmons have completed their 3-year term. And we certainly owe them a debt of gratitude for their service. This does not mean they'll be leaving us, though, because we never know who's going to be reappointed. But we do thank them for their service. Also, I do know that Lion Linda Feldman is going to be leaving us. She's announced that she'll not be returning as a fellow, but we have great replacements in place. I want to say thank you to past Council Chair Claire and AA Sue, Lion Sue, for compiling the answers received for the board evaluation questionnaires. I have to tell you, the responses were outstanding, and please know that I have reviewed them. I got them the other day, and we'll seek to implement some of the suggestions made. Again, just terrific responses, and if you did complete one, thank you very much. I want to tell you that I do continue to join the Zoom meetings with the Lions Low Vision Fellowship Endowment Committee as we explore ways to fund this endowment. We're now meeting monthly, and I continue to be impressed with the work that's being done. Thank you to all the trustees that volunteered to be a part of this committee. I will tell you, this work is heavy duty. This is a working committee, and we all have assignments, and we complete the assignments and trying to develop a strategy for us. Also want you to know I did meet with Chair Jim Miller of LVRF to keep the lines of communications open between our respective boards. We both think this is very important, and we're working on a LVRF orientation education session to be held on June 21st. So stay tuned for further details on that. Also, please be reminded that we will be presenting an LVRF seminar during the virtual convention on Friday from 3 to 3:45. So I hope you guys tune in for that. And finally, I just want to say congratulations, and I don't think Charlie's on here, but to Council Chair Charlie Taylor and the current Council of Governors for doing a great job this year under the worst of conditions. I applaud you, your dedication, and just thank you for all your hard work, and thank you again for your support of LVRF. And as always, thank you to our wonderful AA, our volunteer AA line crew for all of those. As I always tell her, it takes a village to keep me straight. So she's a part of that village. Thank you, Sue. Okay, so with that being said, we'll move into committee reports, and you'll see that not all the committees are listed because I did give word that some didn't have reports, but if you have anything to add at the end and your committee chair, please feel free. There will be a space for you. Okay, so we'll start with our development chair, past District Governor John Schwitt.
Thank you, Chairman Wayne. You've done a great job. Thanking everybody for getting us to this point of the year. And I just want to add my thanks to everyone at all the trustees and clubs who have really worked hard to help us out during this crazy year. I do think in the last couple of weeks, between the newsletter and other communications, the convention discussion, we need to try to get Lions clubs that haven't made a donation to try to donate to LVRF, regardless of the size of that donation, but we need to try to get them to join the group. As our practice is continuing here, when I wrote my report, I didn't have the final account number at Wilmer for the endowment, but Megan has provided that. And I'm pleased to announce, to amend my report, that as of now, we have $584,754.92 in the account at Wilmer. Okay. Now, our treasurer, Paul, is holding in the Raymond Jones internal account another $42,000 that someday will be transferred. Okay. So that tells me that our total assets going to support the endowment account are like $626,000 right now. So I think we should all feel really great about that. We've crossed another milestone, and there's nothing that's going to stop us from getting to the goal except time. Okay. So that's my report for today. I support the work of the endowment special committee. I'm looking forward to the exciting things that are coming out of that work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, past District Governor John. Okay, moving on to fundraising. I don't think John Feldman's on with us today, so we'll move on from that. Okay, legal advisor, past International Director Joe Gapke.
Thank you, Chairman Wayne. And let me add accolades for you for leading us through these difficult times. You're really good at dishing out thanks, but you deserve 100-fold thanks for your leadership.
Thank you.
I have no really report, although I do want to thank Lion Paul Leatherman for his dedication and his perseverance and working through this 990 situation and getting that filed. Paul, thank you very much. And that's my report.
Thank you, Past International Director. Okay, Lions Vision Days. I don't think Past District Governor Carl's on with us. Long Range Planning, Past Council Chair Claire.
Chairman Wayne, I submitted my report. I agree with you. We got good feedback this year. I would encourage everybody to read it, the report that was sent, and look forward to continuing to work with everyone. Unless someone has questions, I have nothing else for today.
Okay. Thank you, Past Council Chair Claire. Okay, LVRF, I know Jim's not with us, but Past District Governor Paul Hawkins is going to report.
Excuse me, Chairman Wayne, if I could just interject.
Yes.
You're shuffling papers there, and your microphone is very, very sensitive when you do that. So just be aware of that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Wayne. LoverNet Generation 2 group continues to meet on a weekly basis. We're looking at progressing the program when we come fully out of the COVID-19 restrictions. We're going to be targeting specific areas so that we make sure that as we open up and as we grow, we're not causing any problems across the board. We're going to get them straight at one area and move to another area. I would also like to point out that the questionnaires had some comments on LoverNets, and one of those was that there is some confusion about LoverNet and LVRF, and I look forward very much to the opportunity that Chairman Wayne is providing us to meet with the trustees to clarify that situation. And I'd also like to point out that this Friday following the LVRF meeting, we will have an online LoverNet seminar at the convention. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Excuse me for a second. Where do we send our checks for LoverNet? To who? I got some checks from the different clubs.
Checks are normally sent to Claire Newcomber, past Council Chair Claire.
Okay. Is there address in the roster book for 22B? Do you know?
I can email it to you, Mr. Governor Ben.
Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, please.
Yeah, it's in there, Wayne, because I've had to use it, so I know it's in our direction.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Past District Governor Paul. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, newsletter editor, Lion Bill Strauss did another terrific job. Just outstanding. Lion Bill, you're up.
Thank you very much. I sent in a report, but I would like to say here that I appreciate all of your efforts to make this a very good newsletter, as you said. Not that it was anything I did, but what you did. In fact, I was overwhelmed with too much information, and we went to a 12-page, and it worked pretty well financially, at least I hope so. The post office was slow. The newsletter was mailed almost 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't received my copy, but I believe some of you have. So at least it's going around, and it will be everywhere. Based on that, I will be sending out the color version to the cabinet secretaries for distribution to everyone in the multiple district. It's been a real pleasure and a challenge to be your newsletter editor, and I thank you very much. Chairman Wayne, I'm not sure what my status is at this point. And so I'll leave it at that.
Your status is you have it as long as you want to do it. I can tell you without question.
Well, as long as I'm available.
That's right. Thank you, Lion Bill. Just
thank you very much, Chairman Wayne.
Thank you enough for that newsletter.
May I interject? Lion Bill recently had his 97th birthday. Happy birthday, Bill.
Happy
Thank you very much.
Bill. Yes, thank you, Susan.
Happy birthday.
Awesome. Thank you. Just terrific. Thank you. Okay, planned giving, line Susan, I know you sent a report. Do you have anything to add?
I just would like to again thank Past District Governor Larry for his efforts at seeking grant funding for us and for his outstanding article in that newsletter. So don't forget, you can plan ahead. Unfortunately, we're all headed in the same direction. So as we age, we should plan for what we want done with our estate, whatever it might be when we pass away. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. And thank you for your hard work working with Past District Governor Larry. Okay, webmaster, past council chair John.
Yeah, first of all, the color version of the newsletter will be on the website shortly. I haven't put it up yet, but it will be there hopefully within a few days at worst. If anyone has anything else they'd like to get on our website, please let me know. And again, if anyone needs to have the member login, send me an email and I'll get you a login so that you can see things like our minutes of the meetings and all that sort of information. That's my report.
Great. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, our administrative manager, line Sue, do you have anything to report?
Yeah, I also just sent out a written report, but I wanted to especially say that there have been 7 Arnold Pat's plaques sent out since July 1 and 10 Knights of the Blind Pyramids. And the total year of the donations will be in the next report, the July report. That's it.
Great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, are any other committee chairs that want to report? Like I know past District Governor Larry said that he sent a report in, but do you have anything to add, past District Governor Larry, on Constitution and bylaws?
Nope, I think the report says it all. They'll be voting on the resolution to change the bylaws this week in the various districts. So that's it.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, seeing none, we'll move right into. I don't have any old business. Does anybody else have any old business before us? Okay, seeing none, we'll move into new business. And as we announced, it is now time to send our next increment for the annual fellowship funding. And I believe that's $50,000. And Lion Paul, are we okay to do that, right?
Yes, we're fine. I just wrote the check and it'll go out on the mail on Monday.
Great. Okay, super. So, Dr. Judy, we would usually present it to you, but we're going to do a virtually presentation. So, Paul will be sending it to you, Dr. Judy. There you
it is.
Thank you. Paul, I'll take a picture from this end. Wait, Paul,
Okay.
I think that we need to have you do that one more time. So I can share that. Paul, do we need to hold that up? Can you do that?
Got it?
Wait. Oh, there we go. I got all the lions on it here too. Beautiful. Thank you. I will share with our team. Thank you,
All right.
Lions. That's great.
And thanks to all of you for all your hard work to make this possible.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, we've already talked about our trustee farewell. And again, if you are leaving us, thank you so much for your dedication and hard work. We really do appreciate it. And with that, we will move into the introduction of incoming trustees. I know that some have been announced, some have not. So because honorary committees are still in the process of meeting for their final time. So I would like to ask 22A District Governor Jim Katzman to announce his new trustees. If you have them, Jim, and I know you do because you sent them to me.
You muted, Jim.
Yeah, I know I sent him. Yeah, I know I sent him to you, and
yeah,
and you have.
Yeah,
don't have an email in front of me on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have Line Sue Parks and Line Dr. Bob Massoff will be joining us as trustees.
Right. Yeah.
So
That's
great job, guys. Great job at 22A.
Some people just can't get enough.
Great job, Past District Governor Jim and your honorary committee. Okay, for 22B, I know Dr. Wayne because I sit on his honorary committee. So I don't think we finalized that. Have we, District Governor Wayne?
No.
Yeah, I know we're still working on it together. So we'll be announcing ours. Okay, for 22C, District Governor Ruth Moses. think I might have called Ruth off guard. Hey, Ruth, there you're back.
Here I am. Thank you. So, I'm not sure if I don't remember what they are. I do apologize. I'm so unprepared.
That is fine because a lot of honorary committees are still in the process, so don't feel
Yes.
bad. Not at
Okay.
all.
So no report at this time. So,
That's fine.
okay. Thank you.
And I know District Governor Tony's not with us today because they're having their actual sub-district meeting this morning. So we'll be getting 22Ds, I'm sure. 22Ws, District Governor Barb.
Yes, I'm happy to say that past District Governor Susan Benora will be joining past District Governor Evan Gillette and Lion Jack Nemick as our board trustees.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you very much for that announcement. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So will we welcome those new trustees with open arms? That's for sure. And at this time, we need to elect our slate of officers for next year. And I'm happy to announce that we will have a new addition. Evan Gillette has agreed to step up and to serve as secretary for LVRF Board of Trustees. Paul Leatherman will remain as treasurer. Past Council Chair D. Hawkins will be our vice chair. And I will be hoping to stay on as chair if you want me to. So at this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept the nominations and elect our officers for next year.
Wayne, this is Larry, a point of order.
Yes,
The policies and procedure manual was updated this past year, requiring that the chair and vice chair serve as trustees the year that they will be in those positions. And at this point, with no report from 22C in terms of who their new trustee is going to be, I don't believe we know at this point that D is going to be a trustee unless there's been a change in the current listing of trustees.
So, D, has your honorary committee met?
Yes, our honorary committee met back in January or February, and I will be the trustee coming on board.
Okay,
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, great. Okay. So is there a motion?
I will make the motion that we accept the slate of officers, including our reconfirmation of President Wayne as president of the foundation for the next Lions year.
Second that motion.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, no. Okay, motion is carried and officers are elected. Thank you so much, everyone, for agreeing to step up and do the job. Great. Okay, all right. We also need board approval to approve our AA, Lion Sue Parks. And it has been such a pleasure working with Sue. And so I'll entertain a motion to accept Lion Sue as our AA.
So moved.
Second? Okay. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Lion Sue, again, for agreeing to step up and be our AA again. We really do appreciate it. Any further new business?
Past District Governor Wayne is not new business, but past District Governor Susan Timmons.
Hi, Susan.
I was at a ball game for governing meeting, logged on a little bit ago as you were voting for the officers. Did vote positive for the last two items, and I'll be here to the end of the meeting, however long that might be, but I did want to get in as a head count.
Oh, great. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, awesome. Okay, seeing no other new business, we will be moving into our advisor comments, and we'll start with past international president Clem. Welcome, Clem.
Yeah, thank you. And again, good morning, all of you Lions. I do have a couple comments. I really appreciate Dr. Judith Goldstein's article that she did in the recent LVRF newsletter. I'll tell you, it really hit home on what we're all about as Lions. And I have done a couple Zoom calls this week with other Lions outside of Multiple 22, and I refer to that article about what we can do in the way of service. And your article, Judy, really hit home. And I've had a lot of good response back from different folks about it. So thanks again, Judy. I do want, you were talking earlier about what you're doing with LoverNet. I'd encourage the LoverNet team to go back to the original grant that was released and approved by LCIF, and look and read the expected outcomes that were documented by the Site First Committee of LCIF. Those expected outcomes should really give you the path forward on the direction that LoverNet should be going, could be going, and should be going. So I don't have that documented at hand, but I'm sure I'm trying to think who was chairman at the time that came out. I was on the board of trustees, but anyhow, I'm sure it's somewhere around. I want to congratulate Wayne, your committees that did an outstanding job this year, and thank you for what you're doing, for everything that has taken place. But I do have a comment, Wayne. You've referred to Sue as AA, but the documents I read, she's an AM. What is the official title?
That's my mistake. It's AM. It is, yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one last item for the Board of Trustees. I had an opportunity through the efforts of John Lawrence to be with the Vice District Governors and talk about the role of advisors. Would you consider your board looking at, what do you perceive as the role of advisors to LVRF? And the reason it came to mind, you mentioned everybody else from the record, thanking them for what they had done, but I think you forgot the next line of thanking the advisors. I'm not being picky, but I think it's important, because if the Vice District Governors had asked me to identify what the role I see as the role of advisors to them, and I did outline that, I think it would be important for any of us that are advisors to understand what our role is. Thank you, Wayne.
I agree. Thank you, past International President Clem. Thank you. Okay, past International Director Joe.
Thank you, Chairman Wayne. I want to again thank you for your year of service as chairman and leading us. Outstanding job. We look forward to your next year. Thank you to the trustees who are leaving. We look forward to you continuing to support LVRF, just if not as trustees. Thank you and congratulations to the new trustees. We look forward to your dedication and service, because this is a wonderful project we should all be very, very proud of, especially thanks to our professionals. I mean, we are so fortunate to have a partnership with the best of the best, and something we very much enjoy, and we get it. And finally, I just want to take a moment of silence for all of us, just to remember Dow Man. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Okay, past International Director Richard Liebno.
Thank you, Wayne. There again, I just want to thank everybody for the job they've done this year under the stress conditions that we've had. And of course, thank you for the fundraisers or getting the money to meet our obligations. I think it's just a fantastic job everybody has done. So thank you for all your hard work. And there again, Wayne, I want to thank you for your leadership and look forward to the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you, past International Director Richard. Okay, District Governor comments. We'll start with 22A, District Governor Jim.
Yeah, hello. And I just want to, pile on to what they were saying earlier, it's just been an amazing year for, all things considered, for what we've gone through in the last year. And it'll be good to get back to whatever passes for normal in the next year, and we'll find that out. But having come through, everything this strong, it bodes well for what's coming up next. So, everyone can hold up their heads and have something good to look forward to.
Thank you for your service, District Governor Jim. Okay, 22B, District Governor Wayne.
You're muted.
District Governor Wayne, you're muted.
Yes, I'm all set now. I'm sorry.
All right, no problem.
Good morning. Now, my only question was, does Wilmer or LVRF or Levernet have any plans to do something physically as a memorial to Dow Mann, all the money that he raised and his enthusiasm for LVRF? I'd name a room after him, or I don't know what there's out there. Is that in the mindset of anybody?
I don't know any discussion right now, but I'm sure it will be at some point. Yes.
That was the only thing. I think that's just because I know how enthused he was and how his efforts to raise funds.
I'll be happy to raise that issue internally. I completely would love to see that happen. I know that there's procedures and processes regarding naming, and I will certainly check in with the development office that usually drives that process. Thanks for raising that. I think that would be a fantastic idea if possible. Something.
Thank you. Wayne, thank you for your service of this year. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
District Governor Ruth from 22C, welcome.
Thank you. First, I want to apologize to PCC D. Hawkins for the oversight. I think it's just too early in the morning for me right now, and I'm having some back issues. I think I'm on too many drugs, so I do apologize. Wayne, I want to thank you so much for your leadership this year. It's been great working with you. I appreciate all the hard work that everyone does for LVRF. And just been very glad that I could represent 22C on this committee. So thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, District Governor Ruth. Thank you for your service this year. Appreciate it. Thank you. District Governor from Delaware, Tony Lee, is not with us. Like I say, they had their sub-district meeting this morning, so a lot of the reps are at that meeting. So we'll skip to District Governor Barb from 22W.
Thank you. This has been a very interesting and informative experience for me in attending these meetings. I extend my thanks to past District Governor Wayne Cole for his leadership and to the committee chairs for their hard work and dedication. I am proud that we had 33 clubs in District 22W who made donations to LVRF during this struggling time with less funds available for all of us. And also, I want to thank Lion Paul Leatherman for coordinating our District 22W LVRF program in March with Dr. Goldstein. I wish the incoming Board of Trustees a very successful year.
Thank you so much, Barb. And again, thank you for your service. Appreciate that. Okay, just some closing comments by myself. Again, I just want to say kudos to you all. In a most difficult year, we made lemonade out of lemons, and so just a terrific effort by everybody. And I do, Clem, I do appreciate your comment, because I do appreciate the advice that I get from all our advisors. You're just a godsend for us. Many times during our phone conversations and our emails. And just your guidance is so appreciated, and I want you to know that we really do appreciate all that. Just a reminder, our LVRF seminar on Friday at 3 to 3:45. So, and then I look forward to the LVRF presentation following that. So hopefully this virtual convention will be great. It's going to be new for all of us. All right. Thank you all for your comments. And like I say, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
And second.
Second.
Great. Thank you, Paul. Terrific, guys. Meeting is adjourned. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you at the convention. Take care.
Hey, be safe.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.